everyone's busy today. So we're just going to take our shoulders down and we're just going to start. So nice mobilising stress, class, nothing too crazy. And 3, 4, and then up onto balls of the feet, and 2. So think about just gently drawing that navel into your spine. Keep that core engaged for 3, 2, and 1. Keep with the calf raise, but take a circle round. And 2. Open that door if you want.
Alright,
Sure.
Yeah.
And then 5 the other way. This weather's incredible. I think it's not staying with us long though, unfortunately. 2 and 1. And then we're just going to hold our arms out, and then we're just going to come back with the bum. So try and keep your arms out if you can. 2. So really draw that tummy in. Always take the weight into the heels. And 4, 3, 2, and 1. Well done. And then take it nice and wide. Warm up through and down. 2, 1 to 1, 3, 4. Lovely. Something's clicking in my hip that never normally does. How weird. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. 4 more. 4. Let's get one more ready. 3, 2, and 1. Well done. And then come back. We're doing what we haven't done for a while. We used to do quite a bit just to see what that balance is like. I might fail dismally. So down, draw the belly in, take the weight into the front of the foot, and then raise the heel. Hold and then gently come up. And then down. Well done. And then back. Weight forward, heels up. Up. And again. Lovely. 3 more. 2 more. And then we'll go straight into tree pose. So let's take it up. Just hold. Just find your balance first. So just gently engage the core. Find a little spot in the wood. I've swept this floor 3 times this morning. There's still bits of dust. Hold. Big breaths in. And out. 3 more. For 2. Last one. Well done. And then take one foot in front of the other, chin to chest, hips back, weight forward, just gently down into that hamstring IT stretch. Oh, just let everything just hang, so that your arms become really floppy. Take a beautiful breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. On the inhale, really try and breathe into the ribs. Last one, breath in. And exhaling as we gently start restacking. And the other side. So again, just take the weight ever so slightly into that standing leg. Push your big toe into the mat. Find that core. Drawing the belly in. Hold it, making sure all toes are planted, spreading the toes wide, and just take your gaze to a little spot. I usually just focus on a little knot in the wood. Try not to let your focus go. Deep breath in, And out. And again. 2 more. Last one. Good, I nearly went in. Well done, 1 foot in front, hips back, weight forwards, gently mobilising as we come down towards the floor. Letting the head just hang. Take some lovely breaths in through the nose. Out through the mouth. In through the nose. Out through the mouth. 2 more. Last one. And out, breath out. Oh, lovely. Let's stick with that balance, guys, if we can. So we're just going to take 1 foot forward. We're going to just lift, hold into that flexion, and then keep the core engaged, and see if you can gently channel your inner Cobra Kai or whatever, and then gently up. And inhale. Out breath. 2 more. Last one. Beautiful. Take that back heel down onto the mat. Take that front leg forward and bend. Take your gaze up to ceiling. Slide that bend. Take a breath in. Last one. Well done. And then just chin to chest, hips backwards, and gently start coming down towards the floor. Whoa, hamstrings are tight. Let the head just hang. Take some deep breaths in again. Soften that knee, breath in, and gently out. Beautiful, well done. Let's come to that other side. I am wet by you already. Bit clammy you. Yeah. And then hold, and then again gently back. Draw the tummy in. One. Good. Take that heel down, soften that front knee. Take your gaze up to ceiling. Take a gorgeous deep breath in. Good. Hands back towards the heart, down by your side, chin to chest, hips back. If the hammies feel super tight, just take the hands to the shin or soften that knee. And just gently take the head towards the thigh. Take some deep breaths in. Sweet. 2 more. Last one. Soften the front knee and gently back to centre. And then, apologies, I'm just going to turn my back to you guys, but take the legs super wide. And then chin to chest, hips back, bum back to wall, and then just gently start coming down towards the floor again. So as well as the hamstring, you get a nice stretch through the inner thighs. So you may get fingertips, you may get palms, you may get forearms. Everyone's very different in this one. So just go to your own range. Have a little rock forwards and backwards. So rock into the ball of the foot, rock into the heel. Notice where the tension is through the legs. Do you feel tighter through the back, through the hamstrings, through the calf, or is it more inner thigh? And then just gently walk both hands to one foot. Keep the head just hanging. Take some deep breaths in through the nose. Out through the mouth. In through the nose. Out through the mouth. And then to the other side. So we tend to shallow breathe a little bit. We tend to not exhale as much as we should. So again, the other side, inhaling deeply. All the way out. 2 more. Last one. Well done. Back to that centre position. Start bringing your feet back into centre. And then just gently come on up, restacking bone by bone. Well done. So we're just going to do a little bit, not many weights, but just because if you do Pilates, sometimes you're maybe not doing enough strength work. So certainly once we get to a certain strength, becomes really important. So we're just going to take, it's not a bar class, so we're just going to focus more on posture. So draw the tummy in. You want to lengthen through the front of the chest, make sure the ribs are down, and we're just going to take it up, and then we're going to take the palms in, and then just try and raise, and then back down. Keep the length through the crown of the head. 2, so we're only going to do 8, 3, 4, 4 more, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Well done. And then the other side, we're just going to take the leg and we're just going to lift one at a time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Well done. And then just take one leg out, shoulders down, keep the foot on the floor, and we're just going to lift in the opposite way to abduction. 4, 12. Make sure the elbow's just kind of in line with the shoulder and it's not going higher up. Length through the crown of the head for 6, 5, 4. When I've got YouTube and Zoom on, I never know which camera to look at. People must think that poor woman's boss on. And then the other side. And 11. I feel like I should look at you. I want to look at Alex, I want to look at you guys, but I feel like I should look at the people that are watching later on. And 5, keep that length, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Well done. And we'll just do a dumb waiter. So heels together and just gently draw the tummy in. Keep the ribs down. And then we're just going to come out, and we're going to pulse for 1, 2, 3. Back again. So out, 1, 2, 3. And again, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Try and keep them elbows glued on. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 4 more. 1, 2, 3. 2 more. Well done, good, well done. Just place them down somewhere where you're not going to kick them, guys. And we'll just do some nice little bit of work for our head, well, our neck. So just take one hand and just gently, don't yank it, but just gently pull. So don't be alarmed if this feels quite tight. Mine does, yeah? So necks can carry a lot of tension. Gently take the hand behind the back. That might be enough. To be fair, my neck's always a bit tight with massaging, so I like to keep it there. But you can take chin to chest. That becomes a little bit too painful for me. Or, as an old journalist I used to know, used to say, when you want someone to answer questions, you just nod at them like that, and they just keep talking. So a little bit of a nodding dog. And just hold. So if you are lifting more weights or doing more plank type work, make sure you're not neglecting the neck, and then just gently back in and just notice if there's a big difference on each side. Often there is, and you can usually put it down to kind of talking on the telephone, one direction, carrying bags, things like that, postural. Good, and then gently up again. And then just down, and then try and do a little bit of a rotation. So we're just going to keep that parallel chin if we can. And then just take it round and back to centre. And again, notice if there's a difference. So the right side of my neck is definitely tighter than the left. 2 more. Really important you do neck work every day. I can tell I've been neglecting mine a bit. And then just a little bit of softness in the knee. Just do a chicken. Yeah. It's painful, isn't it? Particularly when you take it out. Hey? Yeah. The worst one's when you do chin to chest. Like that. Take it round. Oh!
Thought you could feel everything creaking.
Oh yeah, which means I know I haven't been doing my neck work. If you're really good, I think Karen can demonstrate this. I'm rubbish at it. The lateral one. Can't you? That's a really good one. There were a little girl I was watching on Britain's Got Talent last week. She was only about 8 and she was doing this with the neck. So yeah, try and keep up with your neck work, particularly if you are doing weights. And then we'll just take a tricep stretch. Push down. Lovely. And then the other side. Push down. So try and keep your shoulders moving, guys. My sister-in-law's coming today she's got frozen shoulder. Demographics 45 to 65, 70% more chance of women developing frozen shoulder. So a lot of it, some of it's surgery, with her it's surgery from breast cancer, but for a lot of people it's just immobility. So, all right, lovely. So let's get your feet to the end of the mat, and we're just going to do a couple of nice little flow. So I'll take knees down. I won't do it from a plank position. So chin to chest. Take the hips back, the weight forwards. Again, if you're tight through the hamstrings, bend them knees. And just gently, gently mobilising the spine, lengthening the back of the legs, and then just walk it out into as though you're going to do like a tricep push-up. So
So the hands are directly underneath the elbows directly underneath the shoulders. We're going to draw the tummy in. And we're going to, as though we're doing a tricep push-up. So we're bringing our elbows back, taking our chest and our chin to the ground, and we're reaching up into an upward dog. Yeah, take a breath in. And then tuck the toes, come into your plank position, and then straight up into a downward dog. Walk the hands back a little bit, drive the right heel down, the left heel down, the right heel down, the left heel down, and then right and hold the right heel down. Again, notice the tension that you might have through the lower leg. And then the other side. And then soften the knees and walk yourself back to the feet. And again, nice restacking of the spine. And we'll do that one more time, but we'll stay down. So chin to chest, hips backwards, gently down. And again, just notice that the hamstrings feel that a little bit less tight. If you did like 10 sun salutations, they'd obviously just start getting looser and looser. And then again, knees down, elbows come back, chest, chin, reach up. Some people like to do that and just keep the feet on the ground. Yeah, or knees down, tuck the toes, back into plank, back into your downward dog, walk the hands back, and this time take both heels down and just bounce them up and down. Just keep taking them down and raise them, down and raise them, down, raise. And then just hold them down, feel that deep stretch. Don't worry if they don't touch. Just feel the stretch. So we want to stretch our calves out. If you don't, then all kinds of issues can happen. Achilles tendonitis, plantar fasciitis, all that kind of itis. And then just walk it back into a bent knee position, and then just have a nice little rest, big toes together, and just gently come down into your child's pose and just relax. Take some beautiful breaths in. Two more. Last one. And walk both arms round to the right. Take your top hand, reach it over the bottom hand, really reach it long. Feel, you want to feel this stretch through the lateral side of the body, through those lat muscles that can feel super tight. So really try and take that top hand as long as you can. Take a beautiful breath in. And out. In. And out. Last one. And the other way. So again, you're really trying to reach along. Take a breath in. Last one. And fabulous. Alright, lovely. So okay, let's come on to our back. So I'm going to do this one just because Mace has done something to his knee. I think he's tore a little bit of cartilage, and he's been to the physio. He's basically come back with a load of pilates moves like Oliver. But this is one of them that we sometimes do, but not very often. And you only realise when someone's got an issue, like if they're dropped. So we're going to do some bridges. We're going to do 2 bridges, and on the 3rd bridge I want us to try and go into full shoulder bridge. So The full shoulder bridge would be like this. Your shoulder blades are on the mat, they're not lifted too high, or you'll feel it in your neck. You don't want to feel it in your neck. And what you want to try and do is take that leg down, back up. We're going to do it for 2, and then bend the knee. And then what you want to try and do then is lift the other leg without the hip bone, drop it. And we're going to do 6 on each side, so 6 times 2. So we'll just do 2 bridges first. So walk the heels a little bit. I know it's not your favourite, is it, third bridge?
No.
Walk the heels a little bit closer to the bum. Take a breath in. Gently roll the lower back into the mat, and then just gently really ground your feet. Push the big toe into the mat, and then just start peeling that spine away. Send into, you always want the hips to come high, but only on your shoulder blades, and the knees and the shins to push kind of forward. Take a breath in at the top. And slowly lower, bone by bone. Just think really of all the benefits of moving your spine. So you want to feel like you're lubricating the joints. And then again, gently roll the lower back into the mat, pushing the feet into the ground, sort of spreading your toes, lifting up. In fact, let's stay up now actually. So we're going to tuck the tailbone under. We're going to keep the hips as level as we can. And then push the right foot into the mat, spread the toes, feel really strong, lift the left leg to tabletop, straighten the leg and then bring it down and then back up for 1. Down, back up for 2, and then halfway down, bend the knee, take it, find your centre again, push that other foot into the mat, lift the other leg up, so really strong, and then down, that hip stability, 1, 2, halfway down, bend the knee, and keep that going for 5 more, pushing in, and 1, 2, and then down. So even if you're not a great lover of bridge, it's absolutely doing so much for the body. And then down. Strengthening the knees, or certainly the quads around the knees, and the back. So don't lose your form, guys. You can try and put your hands on your hip bones, just make sure that they are nice and level. One time. Beautiful. Let's do one more each side. And you will be very welcome to come back down now. Gently lower. Cross your knees, not your knees, cross your ankles and bring your knees into your chest. Just feel, have a little roll around, relaxing through the back. And the other way. Beautiful. Let's just do a nice little back stretch. So lengthen the right leg. Take the right hand to the outside of the left leg that's in tabletop and just gently bring it over. Should feel that, yeah. Really feel that?
Oh yeah.
Because we were up in bridge quite a bit as well, so you realise how much back strength you need. Should do these daily, everyone. And then just hold, just try and just relax into the stretch. And think about your breath again. So on the inhale, just gently rise that belly up to the ceiling. Out breath, belly back in. And again. Two more. Last one. And come back to centre, and just that leg that you had over, just take it around the shin, the hands, and just pull in. Just a little stretch. And then we're going to lengthen that leg and repeat on the other side. And again, notice if there's a difference. Often there joints and kind of dimples in our lower back. And then again, just try and just gently relax into it as you let the belly rise.
Exercise reclosed.
Sorry.
Breath release, it's alright. You'd have been proud of me last night, girl. She had a little studio run asked me if I'd cover like 4 Pilates, well not cover, work for him, but I was like, all of them were 9:30, so I couldn't, apart from one which were 5:15 on a Wednesday carrying my only night off. I nearly said yeah.
Oh no.
And then I was like, no, say no, Joe, say no.
Yeah.
And then gently back to centre. And then just again, just chin, and then just pull in. Good, and then just take one more little squeeze of the knees into chest. Okay, my lovelies, let's do some really, so the beauty of like a quiet class, we concentrate a bit more, and you can really work on that precision. So let's just think about that imaginary tray of drinks. Maze were laughing last night, so she told me to think about a tray of drinks, Mum, I'm not spilling them. So again, if you I'll take my arms like this so you can see. So that tray of drinks, you don't want them spilling in the belly button, you definitely don't want them spilling forward. You kind of just want to always think of them in kind of neutral spine, and then the pelvic floor muscle, you just want to gently engage it. You can't see me doing this, guys, but if you think of just the muscle that stops your wee mid-flow. So if you're having a wee and you just gently want to stop it, and you want it to be about 30%, so you're engaging the lower abdominals, ribs are down. So it's a really gentle position, but it works the core really well. And we're going to bring the right leg up to tabletop. So we're not using any props today, we're just going to try and do it on the floor. And then bring the left leg up. If you ever feel it in the back, it's much better to be slightly tucked backwards into imprint than ever letting the legs go forward, or the pubic bone go forward. Chin to chest. You can always put something under your head, guys, if you want to protect the neck, so a little cushion. Or sometimes even just interlinking the fingers underneath the head, giving your chin a bit of a chin to chest helps as well. But just maintain that rib closure. Draw the tummy. So even in this position, feel like your core is really strong. Keep that core engaged as we gently take the left leg out and back to centre. And the other side. And centre. And again. And centre. Poor Elaine had trouble again yesterday. That's why I wondered why she wasn't on Zoom. So that was Monday and Thursday, but there's obviously a problem with the computer.
Finn.
She can't go. Elaine?
Finn.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, so she was supposed to be on Monday and she went, oh God, I've had a problem, I couldn't get on. But it's obviously her, because obviously everyone else gets on Zoom alright. So
Yeah.
she's going to try and get Andy to look at it. So again, always visualise like running water underneath that tiny little gap in the lumbar spine. The drinks are keeping stable, so there's no movement whatsoever when you take the legs in and out. The core keeps exactly the same, pelvic stability for 8, 7, yeah, 6. So the legs always come back. Zoe wasn't feeling it the other day when I went round. She was just bringing her knees too far in. So as her knees were coming backwards, the core was relaxing and the lower back were going out. 3, nearly there. 2. And 1. Well done. And then just again, just hug them in. Beautiful. And then just another nice little supine spine. Just take your arms out to shoulder height and just gently take the knees to the right, the head to the left, and back to centre, the other way, and centre, and again. 2 more. Last one. Oh, I think Susie's gone to Parma today. No. And lovely. Okay, guys, so let's see. We're all right with roll-ups in this class, aren't we? Yeah, brilliant. So ideally, in fact, let's just do a little hamstring stretch first. Ideally, when you do roll-ups, you need to warm up the spine, so things like cat to cow and bridge should make your roll-up easier. Also a little bit of hamstring. So just gently take the hands behind the leg, and we're just going to hold that leg into hamstring stretch by just flexing the foot, and then just take the foot in and out again. Even something as simple as this, just realise how kind of tight the legs can get, and then circle through the ankle joint, circle the other way. Beautiful, and then just bring the toes into the sole of the foot, wave them away, toes in, wave them away, toes in and away, lovely. Bend that knee, take it down the other side, so again, flex the foot, take the foot in and out, so that inversion, eversion, in, out, circle, circle, circle back. Don't forget our tootsies, so toes in, wave them away, toes in, wave them away, and lovely, well done. And then just gently take the legs nice and long. So we're just going to try and take our arms up towards the ceiling, just protract your shoulder blades and then retract them down. Take your palms a little bit wider so you're not shortening the pectoral muscles. Chin to chest. It will usually be a bit harder to get up from here than if your arms are on the floor. Chin to chest and then ribs to hips. And then gently up. Yeah, all the way forward. Restack back, draw the belly in, gently down. Remember at home, I know roll-up is some people's Achilles heel. You can always use a resistance band around your feet, holding it in each hand, or a little ball, soft ball underneath the back, or just do half roll-ups. If you want something a little bit more core, then you can, as you start lifting up, ribs to hips, lift one leg, slowly down, and again. Beautiful, let's do 6 more. 6. Should we do a lot of abs then? Oh, you're not there on Wednesday, are you?
No, working.
And rest, beautiful. And again, just knees into chest. And we'll do just a little bit of side leg. We're not going to do clamp because Nick, that would just be too cruel. Clamp twice in less than. Well, it'd be just like 24 hours, wouldn't it?
It would.
Twice in 24 hours. So let's just gently bend that bottom knee, lift that bottom waist, lengthen the top leg, direct opposition. Let's just do our rectangle. So we're going to point the foot, let this basically keep super still. Take it forward, lift, back and down. Forward, lift, back, down. Forward, lift, cross, down. 5 more. 5, 4, 3, change direction. So we go up, cross, down, back. Feel a bit more energised this Friday than last Friday, Nick, wasn't it? Last Friday you were travelling back from Vietnam.
Yeah.
2, 1, and then take it all the way back of the midline without changing the shape of the back. Really drive that core in, and drop and lift. Drop, lift. 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then flex, drop, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, pulse for 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, well done, beautiful, bring the heel into butt, just pull that thigh backwards, feel the stretch in the quads. Oh, I'm working all day Sunday, massaging about 10 people. Yeah, it's breast cancer wellness day and next Sunday as well. It's just that unfortunately fallen like 2 Sundays in. But it'll be a lovely day.
You're lovely, Jo.
Yeah.
Such a lovely thing to do.
Oh, we've got a great, got a nutritionist coming next. Not this Sunday, next Sunday. So I'm really lucky, she's really well renowned and she normally charges 500 quid for an hour. I know, but she's only charging us 40 quid. So I'll get some really good kind of stuff off her, and then push the knee away and just circle that underneath ankle. And then circle back. I was just reading about, I just on Instagram this morning, and Ryan Thomas, you know, from Coronate, you'll know him.
Yeah.
He's really good friends with the guy who owns Pretty Little Thing.
Right.
It's worth, I can't remember, something like 1.8 billion or something. If they pay Molly May apparently £400,000 a month. And I was reading them about, they've been like massively investigated and I thought they had. Apparently it's alleged that they're paying the workers £3 an hour. I thought they ought to be ashamed of themselves. Do you know what I mean? That amount of greed and profit. Terrible, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, we'll do this one first, guys. Sorry, I'll just lifting and lowering. You got a bit cold there.
I was really ill at the beginning of it because it was COVID. It wasn't tested.
Oh.
I'm much better now, but it's just coming out more.
Yeah.
But Bessie's just got it. So.
Oh. And then hold, and then point, lift, cross, down. Point, lift. Four, 3, 2, 1, and then up, across. I'm going to say a big shout out to Therese there, Chris, Jenny, Jerona, 5, 4, 3, 2, Angela, sorry, 1, and then hold, really lengthen, last ones, just pulse, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, wow. And then just pull the heel into butt, pull that thigh backwards, take a breath in. Beautiful, well done. And then on straight onto your back, just take a nice glute walk. Feel that. Martin's plastering the ceiling today. Well, I wouldn't fancy that in this thing, would you? And then on to, did you get the number I sent you, Nick?
I did, yes, thank you.
And then just bring, take a breath in. And then round. And the other way. And round. 2 more. Round. Last one. And back to centre, and then take the hips up nice and high, walk the hands back a bit, take that right heel down, just lengthen that leg again, just hold that stretch. The other one. Either do that again if you don't want to do this one. I love this one, but I know some people find it a bit tough. Take one leg up nice and high. Take the other heel to the floor, either just hold it like that or try and have a little rotation in the direction of the leg that's up, and then just take that heel towards the floor, and sometimes you can really feel the hip, kind of like the front near the belly button area, stretching out, so opening up that hip. Whoa. Nice thoracic is tight. And then the other way. Again, reach up, down, hold. And then again, take that heel in. And then back to centre. And then gently walking the hands back to the feet.